Right now, everything costs more. Groceries, rent, insurance, utilities, and for a lot of us, our income isn't keeping up. And whether you are just trying to stay afloat or create some financial stability, saving money isn't just about a good habit anymore. It's about a survival skill. In this video, we're going to talk about how to save money and how to realistically beat the odds in order for you to be financially secure during this financial shift. So stick with me. We're going to break down some of the ways that our family knows how to do this, and I'd like to teach you. Because saving money right now isn't about fear. It's about control. And it's about creating options. So no matter what's happening in the economy, there are steps that you can take starting today. And I'm going to show them to you. I got together this week with one of my best friends who has a large family as well. And we got to talking about all the beautiful things, all the things that our children are into. And we got to toss ideas back and forth about how to problem solve certain areas. But one thing that always keeps coming up is the price of food and how to budget. And we've noticed through the years that it's becoming increasingly difficult. Our husbands got raises every single year, and we should be okay at this point, you would think. But because of the prices going up and because of our expenses becoming more, we really are struggling. And I think that maybe that's why you're here too, is because of that. So that led me to a nice search online. And I wanted to look up some things about the Great Depression, because I think that maybe, not because we're going into a Great Depression, but because they might have some wisdom about how to handle when things are rough and how to get by when things are tight. And I have 2 book recommendations for you this week. So one of them is We Had Everything But Money by Deb Mulvey. And the other is When the Banks Closed, We Opened Our Hearts by Mike Benno. 2 very good books, and they have short stories in them, and they're beautiful stories. If you get a chance, go ahead and try to find those books, and you can get them from your local library, you can buy them on Amazon. There's no affiliation here. But we really enjoyed reading all the short stories in there about learning basic skills and how to go and find food if you don't have it already, and how to reuse things around the house that you wouldn't think to reuse. If you're feeling that stretch, like me and my friend, I have these recommendations for you. Some of these things we learned because we're big families and we loved learning these hobbies, and other things we learned just out of preservation. So some of the things that we do are we cook from scratch. That means no eating out. Are you wondering if I'm joking? Nope, not kidding. Here are a lot of things that we like to make from scratch that help our family to get through all of this, and it saves a ton of money. We make our own bread and pizza, yogurt, cheese, butter. We use lard instead of oil, so we do render our own lard. We also make our own broth, and we make our own vanilla. Some of the non-food items that we make here are soap and shampoo, lotion, toothpaste, and my favorite is laundry detergent. We go through so much laundry being a large family, and it saves us so much money. And I'll try to put a link below for you guys to my favorite video about how to make that from scratch, because homemade food feeds both body and budget. If you like my content so far, go ahead and like and subscribe so you can hear more about these things that we do and hopefully save you some money and learn how to live life a little bit easier and stress-free. Now, the next part I'd like to talk to you about is lifestyle hacks. Lifestyle hacks are ways that we can save money. One of the biggest ones that we do here is thrifting, because one man's trash is another man's treasure. We like to go thrifting for hand-me-downs. We make a day of it, usually about once a month. I'll take my girls out and we'll go to different thrift stores and we'll find clothes, and especially we love to save money on furniture. Almost all of our furniture here has been thrifted. We can find it on Marketplace, or we might even go to thrift stores or consignment shops, or sometimes there's yard sales. There's a lot of different ways to get good things into your home. If they come in nicked and dinged, you can always use a little bit of sandpaper and refinish furniture. We do a lot of that here too, and it makes things more beautiful, and you can hand them down for generations, which is really cool too. Also, I'd like to tell you that we like to sell our gently used items. Now, this helps us to offset how much we are spending on other things. So when you go and you resell the things that you've gotten from consignment shops and you've used gently and you're willing to pass them along, it saves you money. The last part I'd like to talk to you about would be gardening. I like this little phrase. It says, tend every seed and heed every need. So what we like to garden around here is we like to do our teas and we like to grow our vegetables. And I also love growing medicinals. So I like to grow a lot of antiviral herbs and antibacterial herbs that we use during cold and flu season, which I'd love to share with you guys in another video. Hopefully I can upload that shortly. Still working on it a little bit. But overall, the takeaway here is use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. And that's what they lived by back in the Great Depression. And that's how we live here too. So here's something I want you to do right now. Go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pen and write down some of the ideas from this video and make them your goals for this next month or next year so that you guys can help save yourselves some stress and frustration, and you guys can save some money while you're at it. Also, leave me a note in the comments if you guys had any other ideas maybe that I didn't mention that have helped you to save money. Until next time, guys, take care.